Hello and welcome to this stream. Thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in. I really do appreciate it. Just going to put up the sub counter. So if you see anything weird, then that's why. There we are. Thanks so much for Jeremy. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And also thank you so much for Sam for tuning in as well. Liverpool legend. And Callum, thanks so much for tuning in. And Rajit, thanks so much for tuning back in as well. Thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in so far. Today we're going to be watching Southampton versus Tottenham. So it's going to be a very, very interesting one. Both sides lost their opening games 1-0 and find themselves next to each other in the table at 13th and 14th in the league. So that is how it is gone so far. Head to head, they have met each other in the FA Cup. But the last time they played each other in the Premier League, it was Tottenham who won that game. Southampton who won that game. Tottenham won the previous one, and then Southampton won the one before that. So Southampton have won 2 of the last 3 in the Premier League, of course. So that is a very, very good start for Southampton. That's going to be very, really good courage for Southampton as well. So that is something to remain. Tottenham did not have a game in the Carabao Cup due to their inclusion in Europe. However, they did have a game against Lokomotiv Plovdiv, who play in I think it's Russia. Oh no, Bulgaria. Okay. So they play in Bulgaria. And they won 2-1 in that one. Southampton played in the EFL Cup and lost 2-0 to Brentford, which would be very, very disappointing for Southampton. Really disappointing for Southampton. But yeah, Callum, thanks so much for tuning in. Southampton 2, Spurs 2, and Newcastle 1-0 against Brighton. Chelsea to lose 3-2 to Liverpool, and Leicester to win 2-1 against Burnley. So some interesting games there. I did do a predictions video. If you want to go and fish it out, and feel free to go and do that. But I'm expecting. I think I went for a Southampton win, but a Spurs win. But I'll have to just check. So I'm not sure what I went with in the end. Yeah, I did watch your channel, Rajit. I saw your video. So it was like 1 second long, but I did watch it. So one of those views is me. Just going to check what I went for in the Tottenham game. So I predicted a 1-0 to Southampton. So I predicted a 1-0 to Southampton. 1-0 to Tottenham. That's what I went with for this game. So that was my prediction. So I'm going to stick with that. The other games, I went 2-1 to Newcastle, 3-1 to Chelsea, and 2-1 to Leicester. So those are my predictions for those games. Have you placed any bets? No, I don't really gamble too much. So no, I haven't placed any bets. Saints won't win. No, I went for Tottenham. Sorry. I went for Tottenham. So how is everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. I'd really appreciate you saying how you're all feeling and how you think yesterday went in the football games. I watched, as you know, I watched West Brom get defeated at Everton. 3 o'clock I watched Soccer Saturday. 5:30 I watched Crystal Palace beat Manchester United at Old Trafford, and then I saw a little bit of the Arsenal game, but a very, very, very small amount, so I didn't see how that's gone on. But yeah, great win for Palace. I was really, really surprised that they got the win there. I was expecting United to win. However, I did say in my predictions video, I did say that they did lose to. They did beat Manchester United last season, and they also beat City as well. I think that was last season as well. No, not last season, the season before. So they have got previous of beating these big clubs away from home. I think they beat Arsenal as well, I seem to remember, a few years ago. So they do have this sort of connection where they beat these big sides, and that is really, really good for them, and it allows them to be a surprise. I said Palace to beat United 3-2, mainly because Man United are bad at the back and are rusty, yes. Very, very well predicted. I'm not really looking for any moderators, but I'll let you know if I need any. None of my moderators is in, which is weird. I need to share that I'm live. Because last time I got a lot of people watching, so hopefully that will happen again. I'm just going to tweet out, so bear with me. There we are. So tweet it out that we're live. So hopefully we'll have a few more people in from there. Wycombe look like they are going back down to League One. It's still early days. I did see that they lost 5-0 to, I think it was Blackburn Rovers. So that is a bad result. However, it is really, really, really early days. And we shouldn't jump to conclusions over one game. Oh, anyway, they played 2 games, haven't they? Ignore me. We shouldn't jump to conclusions over a couple of games. There's so much that can happen that can change things. So I think Wycombe will probably go, but it's early days. So what's everyone done today so far? I have been to work today. I finished at 9. I started at 6, so I was only there for 3 hours. And then I come home. I spent a bit of time with my girlfriend before she left for work, and then I've taken Alfie for a walk, and I've also been to the shops to get to tonight's tea. So that is what I've done. Doug looks like he'll be on the bench. Yeah, I can't imagine he would start after not really training much with Liverpool, but I think he will probably be in the side sooner rather than later. Same for Jota. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense just to chuck him in. I mean, they might not even be registered. I don't think Jota would be registered, would he, for tomorrow? Got a Pepsi today. I got some more Pepsi, so got some Pepsi. If you don't know, that's my drink of choice when I'm streaming. Just said he isn't registered, like Mike said. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it wouldn't be... Because usually you have to do it by like Friday, but I'm not sure on the Premier League if it's earlier or later than that. Should it stay if it Wolves for game time? I suppose the problem is, how can Liverpool sign someone world class? How can Liverpool sign somebody who's world class and you know they won't want to go there? It's similar to Harry Kane. He's going to be the number 1 star at Tottenham, so it's hard to get a backup. And you know it makes sense for them to go with somebody who can play in multiple positions, which Jota can, and somebody that's happy to be on the bench at a larger club, which Jota probably is, and feels like he can get into the side. So I think it's a good signing all round. If I was at Wolves and Liverpool offered me an opportunity, I would leave as well. So I understand totally why. He said, "Is your full name Michael?" Yes, E after A, or A before E. But yes, Michael is my proper name, and that's what I have on my name badge at work. And everyone calls me Michael, and I'm really, really, really don't like being called Michael, but I'm too shy, and it's been so long that I don't want to tell everyone that I don't like being called it. So, yeah, everyone at work knows me as Michael. So if they found out my name was Mike Talks Football, they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know you like being called Michael." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I actually do. It's actually my favourite name." But yeah, so I don't know why I've told you all that. But yes, Michael is my full name. This place is covered in Michaels. What do you mean this place? It's only me, isn't it? But yeah, I am Michael. Named after my granddad, who was also Michael. But he shortened his name to Mick, and I shortened my name to Mike. So, interesting. So we'll go through the team lineups just to start the stream. McCarthy is in goal for Southampton. A back four of Walker Peters, Stevens, Bednarek and Bertrand. I always thought Bertrand would go on and do a lot better, if that makes sense. I thought he'd go on and play for one of the top 6. It hasn't really happened. Gineppo, Ward-Prowse, Romeo, Armstrong, Ings and Adams is the team completed for Southampton. Two of the signings that have been confirmed this season have both are starting for Tottenham. So Lloris is in goal as always, a back four of Doherty, Dyer, Sanchez and Davis. Winks and Ndombele and Højbjerg is the midfield three. Lucas Moura, Son and Harry Kane is the front three. So Gareth Bale and Reguilon is not registered, so cannot play in these games. And Gareth Bale is also probably not up to match fitness either, so he probably won't be playing for a few weeks. So none of them are involved in today's squad. On the bench, we have several players for obviously the usual seven. I don't know why I said several. I'm just going to move that over a touch. That's better. That's actually really good. Right, okay. So the benches: Fraser Forster is in goal. Oh, well, the backup goalkeeper. Long, Obafemi, and Smallbone. Teller, Vestergaard, and Vokins. So really young bench. Really young bench. On a bench for Spurs: Alderweireld, Aurier, Bergwijn, Joe Hart, of course, who's starting in the summer. Lamela, Lo Celso, and Musa Sissoko. Right, we'll get back into the comments. I think he left because on Thursday at the Stoke game, Jota turned up and he had a party for his baby. Gender reveal and has to quarantine. I think he probably left because, they're a better club. No offence. They're a bigger club. They've got more ambitions. It's hard to see many people want to stay at Wolves over Liverpool, especially at the moment. Ings to bag and Moura to bag. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see both of those players scoring. I feel like Southampton could do a win, but I feel like Spurs need to get the victory today, because after that 1-0 defeat to Everton, it's quite flat, and I know they've got players to come in, especially Gareth Bale, but for me, it makes sense for them to try and get obviously to try and win every game, but to really need a win just to boost their confidence a little bit. I mean, if they lose today, then that is a bad sign. Major Man, thank you so much for tuning in. He supports United. I guess. Oh, he doesn't. He supported Everton. Doesn't really matter. Look at Carragher, who was an Everton fan when he was younger. Kevin De Bruyne was a Liverpool fan when he was growing up, obviously from a different country, so he didn't go and visit them all the time. And so it happens. And if I was a football player and I was playing for, let's say, Kings Lynn, and Kings Lynn were in like the National League now, and I was doing well, and Shrewsbury, who I was born in Shrewsbury, but Shrewsbury are Hereford's main rival, so I support. They were like, oh, we can offer you a contract. Do you want to come and play for us? I'd be like, of course, because it's better for my career. Sometimes you need to put your feelings behind yourself, if that makes sense. Any mods? I don't think we've got any mods in, but I do have the chat over here, so I can just quickly edit them if I need to. How are you? I'm good, Major Man. How are you? Chris, thanks so much for tuning in. How are you doing, my friend? Good win for Carlisle. Off the mark this season. Southend are in major trouble, I think. Calvert-Lewin on form. Very, very good. I actually said at the start of the last stream I did between Everton and West Brom, I said I don't actually fancy Calvert-Lewin to score that many goals. I also said that I feel like they need somebody else because I don't think he's going to be that 20 goal a season striker. But that is, he's well on the way to 20 goals, isn't he? 4 goals after 2 games. He should get into double figures at least. But my kiss of death there. We need moderators because there are spammers later. I haven't had any spammers, but I'll let you know. What's your prediction on the Burnley game? So if you go back and watch my predictions, I did actually just watch this just because I can't remember what I predicted. I will have a look what I predict. Actually, no, I should have the file, so I don't have to go and click on the video. I predicted 2-1 to Leicester. Well-deserved win for Carlisle. Community dominated. Should have scored more. Southampton were in big trouble. They looked poor. Yeah, it is really worrying, especially with their current situation. If that makes sense, with the whole winding up order and things like that, it is concerning. I think they'll definitely go, which should be crazy because I can remember them in the Championship, which I'm sure like some of you might be able to remember them in the Championship as well. But yeah, I can remember them in the Championship in the mid-2000s. They were in the Championship. They got promoted with Colchester. They got promoted with Colchester to Championship. They came straight back down, but yeah, did very well to get to the Championship and could be in the National League next season, or even worse in the case of Macclesfield Town. I think 2-1 Burnley. Also, I ordered the away tops. Look smart. I had a look. I'm not one of those people who keeps up to date with like new kits, even though those videos do very well. And I always think, oh, I should do. Let's have a look. How do I replica away men's? Yeah, it's quite nice. I quite like that. I'm just interested to see. Apparently, there's a women's kit. I wonder how that's. Right. Okay. It's just slightly different shape, because I don't know if you know, I was Manchester United came out for a women's edition of their kit, so, and it was like literally like the collar was like down here, and it was like, how can you think that's appropriate? Like, who signed off on that? That's so ridiculous. Seems a bit dodgy how he said there's going to be stamina later. It's like he's going to go and on a different device and spam. Perfect team for Carlisle to get off the mark with a win. Yes, definitely. My prediction 2-1 Spurs. So I've gone 1-0 to Spurs in my predictions, and that is what I've gone for. Samin, thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, feel free to smash the like button and get involved in the chat, but you're already involved in the chat. So how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. We're only 2 subscribers away from 4,630, which would be very, very nice. Oh, there we are. Samin has hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for hitting the subscribe button, dude. I'm good. Very good to hear. I'm just checking if there's any audio playing. Oh, there is audio playing. So you didn't subscribe twice. I just pressed it again just to make sure there was audio playing. But I don't think there's no music playing, is there? Is there music playing? Can somebody tell me if there's music playing? No music playing. I didn't think so. I'll just cut off the music. I don't know why it's not playing. Thank you. Before I had an account, I watched it. That's great to hear. I'm off work till the 29th of September for the week. That's great, dude. Hope you have a nice time. My my girlfriend's sister has just applied at Morrison's and she had to do a test. I'm sure you're familiar. I got school. What time do you have school? Yeah, I had to do that test. I didn't have to do a test when I went to Tesco. But I have done a lot of tests as well. 9:45. What time is it with you at the moment? I can see Spurs struggling here. If it's 9:45, he could be in somewhere like the east coast, like the east side of the world. So he probably is like a lot of hours ahead. So it's probably Monday where he is. Yeah. Unless I'm getting wrong, and I was talking about tomorrow. 6:56 here. Stephen Blizzard, thanks so much for tuning in, dude. How you doing? Hereford had once had a place called Dominic Blizzard. Oh, you have school tomorrow, right? Ah, right. Okay, I see. Nice. I'm hoping to move to London soon. McCarthy, Walker-Peters, Jack Stevens, Bednarek, Bernard, Gineppo, Ward-Prowse, Romeo, Armstrong, Ings, Che Adams is the team starting for Southampton. 11:56 here also, Rajit. Obviously, because we're from the same country. I'm doing okay. That's great to hear. I can see Liverpool, Spurs struggling here. Liverpool Legends, thanks so much for tuning in as well. One day after my birthday. When's your birthday, Rajit? Nice to have some time off. I have some time off next month. I have 2 days off for my anniversary with Kelly, and then for Kelly's birthday we're going away to London and spending some time at home as well. So I'm actually going for 3 days off, but because of how I work I'm actually ending up having loads of time off. 28, that's the same birthday as my granny, who is my favourite person in the world. Go for an unpopular one. Southampton 2-1, that's a great prediction. Thiago could be in the squad for today. Can't see him starting, but there are just rumours. Yeah, I can't see him starting either. I just don't think it makes sense for him to be put into the side. My home team beat Legia Warsaw away 3-1 and have won all their games. It's really, really good because you're originally from Poland, but you live in Scotland now, right? Am I correct? I think that's correct. We will be having the knee for 8 seconds. Yeah, I thought so. Thiago will probably be on the bench. It makes sense for Thiago to be on the bench. I play Real Racing 3. I've not heard of that game. I don't play any games outside of football games. It's just not really my scene. I forgot that Højbjerg is back to his previous ground. Of course, he has moved from Southampton to Tottenham this summer. There's Ralph Hasenhüttl. He's done alright, hasn't he? There's Mourinho. Not sure how this will go for Mourinho. I'm really not. I'm not sure Tottenham is a good fit. Thoughts on Thiago and Jota signings? Yeah, good. Thiago is really what you needed to be able to go to the next level in the midfield. The midfield needed somebody like Thiago, and I feel like that is a massive, strong signing, and that will take you to the next level, in my opinion. Jota as well, good backup signing, somebody that can work hard and potentially be a very, very good player. We've seen players like Mane and Salah flourish under Klopp's guidance, and it could be another player who goes on and does very, very well. I think that both signings are very, very good and strengthens the aura of the lineup, which allows more players to be able to rotate and stuff, which would allow you to have more of a impact in the cup competitions and be able to try and go on more fronts than just the one or two that as previously. I rate Ralph needs a better job. Yeah, he is good. We're just going to wait for the knee. There we are. All players take the knee in support of Black Lives Matter. And there we are. We're on the way. Alright, so first half is underway. I'll just put the first half on the thing and we'll get going. The ball is cut back, but it's out of play, and it will be a goal kick to Tottenham. Right, so are you going to stream Arsenal versus Liverpool next Monday? Probably not, because has anyone ever watched the kickoff with the True Geordie? I watch that fairly regularly, and the Mondays as well. I work, so I'm always really tired. So I'm not sure on like the late kickoffs. Mike, what is your prediction for Hibs versus Rangers? I've not been keeping up to date with Scottish football, so I'm not sure how it's going. Feel free to put me in. Jeremy, thanks so much for tuning back in. Klopp has no excuse. He must go for cups now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It would make sense for him to start trying to broaden his horizons a little bit and try and go for these cup competitions and try and win more trophies, because Liverpool fans will be happy with just one trophy, but you want to win more. You want to win all of them. Anyone that doesn't say that doesn't want to win all of them is a liar. Are you going to stream? I've already answered that one. Zaha was immense yesterday against United. Great to see him really, really flourish. I was surprised at how poor United were, and I felt like Palace deserved the win. Buzzing about Thiago, like you said, we needed him in our midfield. Also, Jota, much better cover for the front three. Yeah, definitely. What's happened to... This is going to make me... He might have gone years ago. What's happened to Shaqiri? Is he still involved or is he left? That's the day of my birthday. Right, I'm not sure. I probably won't be. United poorer. Yeah, they were really poor. Celtic are top of the league, less matches than Rangers. Rangers are second and Hibs third. Probably Rangers. Celtic are top already. It's not a good sign for how the Scottish football's going to go. He's injured like normal. Right, okay. I didn't think he'd gone anywhere, but I haven't heard him mentioned. Do you know what I mean? So that makes sense if he's injured. It's he's all right. I thought he'd done a bit better, to be fair. But obviously, if he's injured all the time. Here is Heung Min Son breaking the back line. Can he cross in straight away? He can get it in. It's a bit too far. Looking for Doherty. And here's Harry Kane. And it's in. It's a goal. Harry Kane has scored. He squeezed it in past Alex McCarthy. And it is 1-0 to Tottenham. And it's Harry Kane with the goal. And Hasenhüttl looks very, very surprised. 3 minutes in, it is 1-0. Heung Min Son, is he onside? It looks onside, but that will be checked by VAR. He puts the ball in. It's too deep. But there's Doherty, who heads on forward. It comes to Harry Kane, who acrobatically puts it into the back of the net. Really nice goal. And maybe McCarthy should be doing a bit better than that. It does go through his legs. But it is 1-0. But we look like there might be a VAR here. Yeah, you do have to question McCarthy. I feel like he should have done better than that. It does go through his legs. Obviously, it's coming at a very, very fast pace. They are just checking it for an offside. Here we are. I don't know. It looks like Heung Min Son's offside. Yep. Yeah, offside. Son is offside, and we're back to 0-0. If Rangers win, they'll be the first with a team game over. They'll be first with a game over Celtic. That'd be really interesting. I just can't see anyone. You have to question McCarthy. Gunn better. It's hard to say which goalkeeper's better, but because you have three goalkeepers. Fraser Forster did really well at Celtic. Was it last season? They need to work out who's better. Personally, I wouldn't go around and make any drastic decisions. Where are the mods, Mike? I'm not sure. They must all just be busy. Son is so underrated. Is he underrated, though? Is he underrated? Because everybody rates him and says he's underrated. So I don't think he is underrated. I think he's just not underrated anymore. He was underrated, definitely, but he's not underrated anymore, I don't feel, because everyone knows about him. Rangers have played more games than Celtic. I feel like he does get the hype. Everyone says he's underrated, he's rated now. Exactly. I definitely feel the same. Because everyone's like, oh, he's underrated. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't need any moderators at the moment. And plus, if I was going to give a moderator, I'd give it to somebody like Chris or Liverpool Legend, who are around, all the time. And I've been around for months and months and months and months. And in their cases, years probably. This goal versus Burnley was one of the best ever. He is a really, really, really good player. Lewandowski robbed of the Ballon d'Or. I can understand it to an extent, but at the same time, I'm like, well, it should have been done anyway, because most of the leagues, nobody's going to win it from the National League, are they? The only people who are going to win the league are wait a minute, France didn't continue. Which meant that the Ballon d'Or couldn't happen because there's a chance that somebody like Mbappe or Neymar could have won it. So I can understand. I totally understand now. I made a video. You said, yeah. I mean, like a proper, like not always. Not all my moderators have channels, but I just have like people who make a lot of content. It's usually I've been subscribed to you, Mike, for over 2 years. That's great, Major Man. It's been a while. I've been here 2 years. Callum, that's a great time as well. Matt Crane, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing, my friend? Weird thumbnail. Weird photo. Feel free to explain what that is. Doherty. Bertrand heads forward. Headed back. Højbjerg. Bertrand. And it's going to be out for another throw. So I've been streaming like the last few games, as you all know, and my mouth's become incredibly dry when I talk. So I looked it up, and apparently the tablets I'm on make my mouth incredibly dry. So there's nothing really I can do about it. So I just got to drink loads to keep it hydrated. Here is Ben Davis. Heung Min Son. Back to Davis. Davis puts the ball in. It's very deep, and Gineppo will get it away. Oh, he's lost the ball out, and here is Mora, and Doherty is not found. Thoughts on Tottenham signing Bale and Reguilon? I feel like it's hard to judge. It's hard to judge because Bale is someone who hasn't played a lot of football, who can play at the top level, but hasn't played so much. It would take him a long time to get up to speed. He's a name, isn't he? And I'm sure he will give Tottenham a boost. It's hard to know if he's able to play at the top level for like a long period now because he's been out playing for the last couple of years. He hasn't really played much. However, I feel like he will be a good signing. I feel like he'll be able to bring a lot out of Tottenham. The other lad I don't know too much about, to be fair. One thing about Bale, don't let him on his left. He'll put the ball in the top corner. Yeah, I mean, he's quality. He's still quality. Well done for winning your race. He ain't going to sit on the bench for £300 a week. Well, he did it. He did it Real Madrid, happily. But he'll want to play for Tottenham, won't he? You want to play for Tottenham. Free kick. Bertrand to take for Saints. Comes in, hit it! Oh, what a save! Che Adams with a shot, and it's a brilliant, brilliant save by Lloris. Really, really came in quickly, and it's point-blank save. Really good save. Really good save. Even though it was like in his like sort of vicinity, it was still a really good save. If he'd have put it either side of him, he would have scored, and it would be 1-0 Tottenham. Southampton. Spurs haven't been good for 3 years now. They got to the Champions League final a couple of years ago. It's not like 2019. Yeah, 2019. Yeah, 2019. So that was last year. So it's not like they haven't. I mean, weren't doing too good in the league, but to get to the Champions League final is a brilliant achievement. Don't let Bale overhead kick either. Ward-Prowse's ball in, headed away by Harry Kane. Tottenham have such a great squad. They should let more ambition and a positive manager for it. It would make sense, but they had Pochettino and it went south. So now they're trying to go with somebody a bit different who will win trophies if given the right materials. But he's past it, I think, now. I really do believe that. Spurs ain't rich like Madrid. No, they're not. No, they're not. Definitely right. Here's Ward-Prowse, who's been playing for England. Kai, thanks so much for tuning in. Come on, you Spurs. Bale and Reguilon, good to team. Spurs will win 2-1 today. Spurs have already had a goal disallowed through VAR. I don't get how Dyer starts at centre-back head of Alderweireld. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I really like Davinson Sanchez. I think he's really, really good. But Dyer... It's hard to know how good Eric Dyer really is. When I first saw him, I thought, oh, he's good. He's not a good holding midfielder. But his career has really stalled, similar to a lot of Tottenham players, in my opinion. Every left footer's instinct is to cut into the left and curl it into the top corner. Yeah, pretty much. I'm left footed, and that's exactly what I used to try and do. I expect Tottenham and Arsenal to go all out to win the Europa League this season. But if they can't get through to the top 4, then maybe that's the route to go. Definitely the route to go. Spurs are only out the tops. Here's Heung Min Son! Great save by McCarthy, but he was offside. Spurs are the only team outside the top 6, maybe Arsenal, who don't spend mad money. You think he's offside there? Yeah, I mean, they all spend money, don't they? But some can afford to do it than others, more than others. And also, Daniel Levy is very tight. Imagine in the Champions League, Bale to Zidane, and Bale be like, "Thank you for selling me." Yeah, but he's only there for a season-long loan, and Tottenham aren't in the Champions League this season. So unless Real Madrid got knocked into the Europa League, then that wouldn't happen. Caden and Slazshaka, thanks so much for tuning in. Guys, how you doing, my friends? Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. Huge fan, thank you so much. I can see Everton making the top 4 challenge this season. Well, they look good so far. It's a long way to go. I'm left-footed and I still do that. Yeah, it's just a natural thing. I predicted 1-0 to Tottenham. So that was my prediction. I did a prediction show. Good day, mate. Dazzle, thanks so much for tuning in. Can't stay long as I'm busy doing stuff, but have a good stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, dude. I really appreciate it. Robin, the master of cutting. Oh yeah, he was really, really good. He's really, really good at that. I really liked Robin. What do you think of the effect of Bale? I feel like he will have a good impact on the team, and he will allow them to feel a bit better about themselves and be able to allow them to really, really, really push on from last season with those signings. But I do also feel that he's not going to fix all of their problems. Thiago has been travelling with the Liverpool squad today. Sounds like he will be involved then. Is Bale on today? Bale is not involved because he signed too late. Also, I'm not sure on his fitness, so I'm not sure he would have played anyway. Chelsea versus Liverpool stream. Probably won't be streaming that one. If you haven't already, feel free to drop a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Hey, bro, I am from Indonesia. Nice. How are you doing, my friend? Mehmet. Thank you for tuning in. Who's going to win the league? I think Liverpool will win the league. Bale is injured. Is he? I thought he was just, he's so unfit. Do you know what I mean? From not playing. He did play for Wales though, didn't he? Before we started. So he has played recently. He just hasn't been playing like week in, week out. Obviously he's been training and stuff. Up to November. Feels weird they would have signed him, but maybe alright. McCarthy with the punt forward. Harry Winks wins the ball. Højbjerg wins the ball. Headed away by Jack Stevens. Here is... Oh, that's a good ball by Adams. Looking for Che Adams, and it's handball. It's handball. He shoots. It is in, but he did touch his hand. It is a goal for... The flag's up now. The flag's up now. I don't think this will count. It did touch his hand. Brilliant from Che Adams. He's onside as well. Yeah. If it doesn't touch his hand, that goal doesn't go in. I don't think. So I feel like it probably is right to disallow it. I mean, we'll see what they say, because I'm not sure they changed the rule. I don't think they have, so it will be disallowed. Just having the VAR chat. Yeah, free kick to Tottenham for a handball. Who do you think is getting top 4 this season? I went with the same 4 that got top 4 last season. So Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and Manchester United. But that's just my predictions. I've got Ings in my fantasy team. Still plenty of time to go, but you can understand why it was disallowed. Alex, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing, my friend? Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. Man United ain't got no chance of top 4. Yeah, I was really surprised at how they performed yesterday, but that was my prediction at the start of the season. So, yeah, I just feel like I thought they'd be fine, but they don't look very good. But it's still early days. They could sign some players and be really rejuvenated. Good match so far. There's actually been 2 goals disallowed so far in the opening 17 minutes. One from each side, one from Harry Kane and the other one from Danny Ings. I think Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea and Man United will get it. Man United will be far off the others and just clipping Arsenal. Interesting. I got both Son and Ings in my FPL team. Wish they would both get a hat-trick. So who else has got FPL team? And do you think if I grow a lot, right? If I grow a lot, would anybody be interested in maybe a Super 6 league next season or a fantasy football league? FPL, is it called? Is it called FPL? Would anybody interested in that? I think Leeds will beat Sheffield United 4-3 next game or lose 4-3. I can't see them 4-3 again. I feel like the only person spamming Rajit is you, and if you carry on, I will put you in a timeout. Yeah, CM8 game. I think I'm tuning back in. How you doing, my friend? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because my aim is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which I think is doable. What are we saying? Is that doable? Is that doable? Let me know. So it seems like the consensus is that would be a nice idea. Is that for the Super 6? Because Super 6 is for anyone can play the FPL, right? But Super 6 is just for over 18. So McCarthy puts the ball out of play. Oh no, Kyle Walker-Peters has got it. Former Tottenham player. VAR is a bit of a joke. Sorry, I missed some. What do you think about Liverpool's transfer status? So yeah, I'm really impressed by the signings. I feel like Jota is a really, really good backup and will be able to develop and become a much better player under Klopp. And just because he's going to be on the bench to start with, it doesn't mean necessarily he could end up being a replacement for one of these players. Very, very astute signing. Thiago is somebody they needed. I feel like to just bolster the numbers. Naby Keita for me wasn't the player I was expecting to come in. I know that probably is harsh, but I was expecting a lot better from Naby Keita, and I feel like he could have kicked on a lot more. Here's Gineppo. He's still going. Che Adams, surely. Oh, blocked. Ward-Prowse saved. Bertrand's shot is blocked, and that is going to be a corner. Great few chances there. Che Adams should have scored there, and Southampton have not scored, and it's still 0-0. Gineppo with a brilliant run there. Right. So yeah, Thiago is somebody I felt like they needed, and someone that could offer a lot more. VAR is a bit of a joke. VAR is supposed to clear up any controversy, but it scores more. Why doesn't someone do something about it? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if corner comes in punched away. I'm not sure what VAR you're referring to here. Is it the Manchester United one yesterday? That was very controversial. Couldn't get my head around that one. Very harsh for me, the penalty. I got Havertz, Werner, Vardy, Robbo, Van Dijk, Trent is still to get points. Oh, that's on ball. Free kick. Yeah, free kick to Spurs. Right, that sounds very good. What about... I said that. I'm very good. Doing very well. Good. Thank you. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, CM8. How's Bale's playing? He's not playing today. Bale is not involved. FPL League. Both keepers are questionable, in my opinion. It's not been a very good start for the goalkeepers. Hi mate, sorry I can't tune in. I'm going to my late grand's flat. I appreciate died of liver failure a week ago. I'm just gonna hide that one because of the hashtag. But yeah, I'm really, really, really sorry to hear about your great nan. I feel like the NHS is under a lot of pressure at the moment, and they are incredibly underfunded and incredibly under paid as well. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know, but yeah, rest in peace to your great nan, my friend. Jota adding depth makes you very happy. Yeah, it's really good to add depth. And as I said, he can add the depth to be able to go in more than one competition. Well, more than two competitions. Be able to go in the cups like the Carabao Cup and FA Cup. That could be the difference, bar as a whole. Well, it's early days. They have made adaptations to it. And I feel like we need to give it time. If we don't give it time, we just trash it all the time, then we're never going to get a good system. Here's Harry Kane, looking for Son. Son, will he get on there? He will get on there. McCarthy started and stopped, and it's out for a corner kick. I would love to know what I'm spamming. You were just saying like loads of random nonsense. Southampton are up for this. Yes, they're playing quite well so far. Bell is probably the back nine right now. So feel free to leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe, of course, if you are new. Corner comes in for Spurs, away by Armstrong. And Don Bellet hits it forward. Kyle Walker-Peters gets it away. Comes back, but headed away by Armstrong. My FBL team: Pope, Arnold, Cody, Soyuncu, Robertson, Traore, Thiago, De Bruyne, Jota, Werner, Mitrovic. Subs: Ryan, Egan, Kante, and Ings. Very, very good. Very good. It is unfair to West Ham. They didn't get a penalty on Gabriel's handball, but in Man United's game, it was totally different. I didn't see that. I need to watch the highlights of that game. Pundits were saying that the refs go over to the screen, that would more or less sort VAR out. But look what happened yesterday at Old Trafford. Football is having to rotate around VAR. Yeah, it is better because at least the ref on the field has made the decision, and that's what he thinks. He thinks it's a penalty. So I don't understand what the problem is here. He's gone and had a look. He thinks it's a penalty, right? Which clears up any doubt. Also, he's only going on the word of what it's being told. He's been told of how to ref his games. Therefore, the problem isn't with VAR here. The problem is with how the rules of the game. Who's your favourite Tottenham player, including Gareth Bale? Don't know. Not really sure. I quite like Davinson Sanchez. It must much better ref going to the screen, which should have happened more last season. Yeah, at least they made the final decision. That's fine, but that decision caused a lot of controversy, and VAR is here to stop that. They can't. There shouldn't be any controversy. Ward-Prowse's ball in, headed away. Gineppo off the post from Gineppo. Yeah, so VAR. If the referees made the decision, right? He looked at it and made the decision. It's no different than not having VAR, is it? I don't really see your point. I feel like there's nothing wrong with how it was implemented yesterday. It might not have been right, but the referees made a decision. Therefore, that's the decision he would have given. He's not been guided by anybody else. He looked at it. The problem is with the ruling, not VAR, I feel. I thought it was a pen. Right, I didn't think it was a pen, but the referee made the decision. Gineppo is like a mini Mane. Yeah, he is. He is. They signed him from Belgium, I think. I think they signed him from Standard Liège a couple of seasons ago. My family, I wanted to join SFA Junior Ref Trials. That'd be really good, Major Man. That'd be really cool. I didn't like VAR at the start, but now getting used to it, I think it's better ref going to screen and making the final decision. Yeah, absolutely. Mora and Harry Kane's there and he scored and the flag's up again. So that's going to be checked by VAR again, but so Doherty has the ball and he's offside. Yeah, definitely offside, Mora, and he crossed to Harry Kane, who did put it in the back of the net. I'm actually being scouted closely by Chelsea. That's really cool. Best of luck to you, dude. So that is 3 goals now being disallowed. We need an offside pop-up word on your screen. Yeah, I need to do some more. I need to do some for VAR and stuff. Early doors, but I'm thinking Fulham, West Brom and West Ham will go down. I'm really concerned for Fulham and West Brom. Especially Fulham. They could sign some more players, which could change things, but I'm really concerned for them too in particular. The third team I'm not so sure about. West Ham don't look good, but they could potentially be okay. I play for a youth Prem team. That's really cool too. That's really great. Vidal could be leaving Barcelona. That seems to be the story. Chelsea versus Liverpool Watchalong. I usually only do 1 a day just because it is quite tiring. I predicted Aston Villa, Fulham and West Brom to go down. Maybe Aston Villa. We haven't seen Aston Villa yet, so it's hard to say. Gineppo, hit it. He tries to curl it in from the left-hand side, but can't do that. Gineppo picks it back up. Ah, right. I've just worked out this bend over shit is... What's his face? The bloke who... I can't remember his name. I know it's the... Ah, I see. I've just twigged who that is. Villa is a possibility for sure. Yeah, they're definitely. But it's hard to say without seeing them play. Gineppo is looking good. I feel a bit stupid now because I predicted Palace to go down. They've been superb so far. Yeah. Remember Hull had a really good start the season after Leicester won the league and they beat Leicester on the opening day and then they went down. It doesn't mean anything. They could still go down. Top 5 Premier League scorers this season. I expect Mohamed Salah to be somewhere near. I expect Aubameyang to also be somewhere near. The others I'm not so sure about, but I'm expecting those two to be fighting out for the golden boot. Villa is a one-horse town, and if he gets injured, they're in trouble. Potentially. But the upside, Ollie Watkins, who I feel could be a big player for them this season. Salah, Aubameyang, Kane, Sterling, Mane. Sort of names you'd be expecting. Werner as well, that's a good one. He could score some goals as well. It'd be nice to see someone like Dominic Calvert-Lewin get involved in it as well. I know that is definitely early days. I think if Villa are bottom of Christmas, Smith will be sacked because of the amount of money they've spent in the last 2 years, and they should be well safe. Depends who they bring in. They could make everything worse. I think Werner, Kane, Bale, Aubameyang, and Sterling. Interesting. Ward Prowse to Kyle Walker-Peters. Bertrand. Mane, Firmino, Salah. World's best front three. Probably is those three. Not Bale in my opinion. Mourinho's style of play doesn't make for a lot of goals. It will be one of Alisson or Edison, you'd say. Maybe the new goalkeeper for Chelsea potentially. Although he's already a couple of games behind now. Not Bale in my opinion. Mourinho's style of play doesn't make for a lot of goals. No, I can't see Bale scoring enough goals to be anywhere near it, even if he was playing under a good manager. Who will be champion? I've gone for Liverpool to win the league again, to retain the league which would be very, very good for them. Sorry, mate, love the stream, but have to leave now. Best of luck for the future. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, feel free to... Oh, Ings has scored! 1-0 from Danny Ings. 1-0 to the Southampton, or the Saints. And it's Danny Ings with the goal. And they were saying how wonderful it is, but I didn't see what happened. So, yeah. So Kyle Walker-Peters has it on the outside. He knocks it long to Ings. Ings does brilliantly and puts it into the bottom corner after making a great run from quite a tight angle. Really, really nice finish. Lloris should probably do better. Lloris should do better, as he just said. Lloris should do better, and also, as well as him do better, I feel like Eric Dyer's at fault here as well. Very poor from Eric Dyer. And it's 1-0 to Southampton. Very, very well done. Pope could never be shout for golden. Could be a shout for Golden Glove. Burnley never concede many. I just don't think he'll be able to keep out as many clean sheets as the big two. Which big club will Nagelsmann go to? I feel like he could be the replacement for Pep Guardiola. Burnley to win the league. I mean, it would take something special from Sean Dyche, Liverpool to win the league. That's what I said. I feel like it will be Liverpool. Eric Dyer is competing with Victor Lindelof for worst centre-back in the league. Yeah, that was very poor. Very poor. Really nice finish from Danny Ings, and they are 1-0 up. Good start from Southampton. Doherty out for a throw-in. Signed Ings back up Liverpool. Yeah. Eric, I've already read that one. If you haven't already, feel free to get involved in the chat. It'd be nice to hear you all talk. And if you haven't already, feel free to smash the like button. I'd really appreciate it as well. We are on near 20 likes. My United's T-Lady would make a better centre-back than Lindelof. I feel like there is a centre-back in there. If that makes sense. Ings to replace Firmino. Former Liverpool player scores against Tottenham. Yes. He is a former Liverpool player. Why does Dyer get picked for England and Tottenham? I just feel like his career stalled. Like I said, I really rated him like a while ago, but he hasn't done much in the last 2 seasons. Is there... Yeah, you're right, Stephen. You're right. I was like, what's he on about? But yeah, I feel like there is something in there, but it's not coming out at all. It's poor from Lindelof. Tottenham because he fits Mourinho's system. Why he starts for England, I don't know. I like Southgate, but sometimes he makes some very odd decisions that I do not understand. So that's my opinion. Like, against, was it Denmark? We had such a defensive team. What the hell was going on? We were playing Denmark. It's like we're coming up against like the 70s Brazil. What the hell was going on? Tottenham because he fits Mourinho. Like playing a back seven. Yeah, exactly what I was just talking about. I hope Carlisle re-signed Jamie Devitt. Carlisle's lack of creative midfielder like him. I actually saw Jamie Devitt play about 10 years ago for Shrewsbury when he was at Hull. And he's never really kicked on. He's always just been in like League Two for his whole career pretty much. Graham Potter for England. I really like Graham Potter. I feel like he's really good. Southgate out. No, but if we didn't do very well in the Euros, maybe. However, what I don't want with England, if anyone knows who this is, let me know in the comments. And you get a free shout out if you know who that is. If the thing is, with England, I don't want them sacking Gareth Southgate if there's no plan, right? If we sack Southgate after Euros, because he's not the man, and we don't know what we're doing, and we have Paul Simpson in charge, and then we don't know what we're doing, so we give him the job, then we're in the same situation as Southgate. If there's no plan, don't do anything. Mourinho must be worried. Yeah, this is definitely Rajit making accounts so he can be prove he can be model or something. Steve Cooper for England. This is what I mean. Like, Steve Cooper come from England. He's done very well at Swansea. He's done fine at Swansea. He's done really well at Swansea. But should we be appointing somebody who's Swansea manager? Paul Simpson is one of Carlisle's greatest managers. Yeah. Exactly. So why should he be England manager? It's not like he's been ripping up trees with the under-21s. Matthew Staddon. I don't know who that is. Build a plan around Potter. That man will bring beautiful football to the nation. Eddie Howe. Potentially Eddie Howe. The thing is, right, I don't know how we got onto this tangent of England. If we have someone like... If we want to have an England manager that's English, we have to stick with Southgate. We have to go with somebody like Eddie Howe. Maybe somebody like Sean Dyche, which... No offence to Sean Dyche, but you can understand why nobody would want Sean Dyche. We could go with somebody like Steve Cooper or Paul Simpson that's been previously involved in the English setup, which would be the typical FA, right? So if you want an English manager, those are your options. Chris Wilder is a great one. Chris Wilder is a really, really good one, actually. But he's at Sheffield United, so you'd imagine that would go down the lead balloon with some of the bigger clubs' fans. If you don't, you can have a better caliber manager. Mourinho is losing the plot here at Tottenham. Gineppo. Bertrand's ball in, and it's saved by Lloris. We could have somebody like Mourinho, who's having a nightmare here at Tottenham. He could get a tune out of England for a tournament. I'm not saying he'd be a long-term solution, but he might be able to get a song out. Same with like somebody like Wenger. And I feel like a foreign manager, which is what they've done with the women's team, might be able to get a better tune out than somebody that's English. How about Marcelo Bielsa? What do you think of that? That'd be a good appointment. I would love Wilder at England, no-nonsense manager. He's done so well everywhere he's been. Pochettino? Yeah, he'd be... The thing is, he's never won a trophy, which is a concern. Eddie Howe was all about the Bournemouth vibe. Brevy had the same thing at England. At Leeds and failed at England. Yeah, I can see that. He also failed at... he failed at Burnley when he was there. Eddie Howe, of course. Someone who English would be more traditional. Does it matter if they're English? Does it matter if they're English? Pochettino has reached more finals recently than England. Yeah. But it's not really important. I mean, obviously, if Pochettino was an option, but I feel like I don't feel like he's a good suit for international football. Argentinians wouldn't join the English national team. I feel like he quite likes England, though, doesn't he? So, like the country. So, we would get a Ibrahimovic man. He could beat a player up for playing bad. I just feel like we need to go in a different direction. But I wouldn't do anything until after the Euros. And if in the Euros we end up getting to the semi-finals or the final, then we'll probably have another 2 years of Southgate. Sorry, but no, we do not have players. We do not have players suitable for Sarri or Guardiola. We don't have those sort of players. Nice looking dog you have there. Thanks. Where is he? Oh, he's there. Can you see him? Not really. Yeah, that's my dog if you don't know. Nuno for England. Yeah, he'd be a good fit. England could play Georgian press. Remember, they only have But like, really, excluding the Euros and the World Cup, they only really have like 10 weeks a year with them. So to try and implement a whole different system might be quite hard. Decent manager. Yeah, he is really good. Allegri would be good, but there is a language barrier there. I don't think he speaks English. As long as we can compete with big countries, I'm happy. Not getting knocked out by teams we should be beaten. Well, I just want to win something. We've got a good squad. We're missing in areas, but we've got a fairly good squad. Seen stuff about Lingard could be going to Tottenham for 30 million. Not sure how true that is. Surely no one would pay 30 million for Lingard. That is insane. Potter. I'd like Potter to do well at Brighton, get a move, and do well there. Let's say at a Leicester or something, and then that would be the natural progression. I mean, anything's better than Paul Simpson. Paul Simpson got sacked by Shrewsbury in League 2. How can that person be England manager? And I feel that's the route we're going if we get rid of Southgate, which I don't want. I do not want that happening. Lingard's still got potential, 27 years old. Can't believe he's that old. Managing a national team is harder than the club. You only get so many weeks a year, which is difficult. Maybe Levy has hit his head or something because he wants... Stuart Armstrong. Can he get the ball in? Gives it to Danny Ings. Oh, almost plays in Gineppo, but too far. Yeah, it's 30 million is insane. We need a ruthless manager. What would rip players' head off for playing bad? Southgate's nice. I can't imagine he gets too mad in the dressing room. So, I've been scouting Gerrard, and he'd either be a great manager or a complete disaster. Too risky. Is there a call for Brendan Rodgers? I feel like he wouldn't be a bad fit. He's obviously won a lot of trophies in Scotland and got a lot out of Leicester, and always developed young players as well. So I feel like he'd be quite a good fit. Marcus Silva, I can't imagine they go for him. Southgate's like Solskjaer, too nice to be a top manager. Potentially, that's what they want. Rodgers is a good shout, but he's a bottler. But he's done well in other places, hasn't he? To be fair, I'd take company for England. He's not proven, though, in any sense of capacity, because he's only been at Anderlecht for a season, and they didn't exactly set the world light. So I'm not sure on that one. I wonder what I'm going to have for lunch. Not sure. Davis to Eric Dyer. He goes long, and that's far too long. I would take Van Halen in a flash, but he's retired. So that is somebody with international experience. So maybe that's a route they could go. Hey, listen, Southgate's still on the job. He's going to have the Euros at least. So Python Greek, thank you very much for tuning in. How you doing, my friend? Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. We're almost at half time. There are some other games later, which we will be covering at half time. Yeah, 1-0. Is that your prediction? But yeah, 1-0 so far. It's Danny Ings with a goal. Here is Che Adams. And Don Bele goes in toughly. I feel like that's going to be a booking. It is a booking. Who do you think will win? I went 1-0 Spurs. So, yeah. I fancy Southampton from here. It was just going to be a kiss of death, but I fancy Southampton from here. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Poland to win Euros. It'd be hard looking past France. I'm joking by saying that Leyton Orient have a chance against Tottenham. They lost to Colchester last year, didn't they? It's not out the question. It's not out of the question at all. But it's highly unlikely. And Ndombele does really well, really well. Goes out wide. Here's Harry Kane looking for Heung Min Son. Can he get there first? He can get there first. Can he equalise? Oh, brilliant, brilliant team goal by Tottenham Hotspur to make it 1-1. And I just said it was a kiss of death. I said Southampton will win it from here. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant goal by Tottenham Hotspur. Mourinho looks delighted. Well, as delighted as Mourinho usually looks. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant goal. And Ndombele does really, really well going from Ward-Prowse. He puts it out wide to Harry Kane, who literally hits it right as soon as he gets the ball. First touch, gives it to Heung Min Son, who goes out wide, hits it in. Really, really, really nice finish. Really nice finish. 1-1. We have a game on our hands. Fantastic. What about Hasenhüttl for England? Depends how this season goes. He could be a shout. When I predicted scores in the past 3 years, so I based that off predicted Bournemouth to beat Chelsea last season. That's interesting. Mourinho always looks angry. He always just looks like annoyed. He doesn't want to be there. If I say right, say this way, I've got my prediction right. Yeah, such a wonderful, wonderful goal from Tottenham. Great breakaway. And it is half time. It is 1-1 at the break. Right, so have a look at this half-time stats as well. So, 56% possession in favour of Southampton. There's been 7 attempts on goal. The 6 of them have been for Southampton and 1 has been for Tottenham, which, as Stephen says, is the one that was on target that it just scored. 3 shots on target for Southampton, including the Danny Ings goal. Free kicks are at 12-11 in Southampton's favour. 2-1 in the favour of corner kicks, also to Southampton. Spurs have had 4 offsides, including 2 which were goals. So that's very interesting. Southampton have committed 10 fouls to Spurs' 6, and they have conceded 3 yellow cards to Romero, to Che Adams, and to Ward-Prowse. And Ndombele was also booked as well. So there's been 4 bookings so far. We'll have a look at the other games as well. So there are 4 games today. The one we've just talked about is Southampton 1, Tottenham 1 at the break. Next is Newcastle versus Brighton, which kicks off at 2 o'clock. At 4:30 we have Chelsea versus... Oh, hang on, Siri's talking to me. We have Chelsea versus Liverpool, and that is 4:30 kickoff. That's a game we're all looking forward to. And at 7 o'clock live on BBC One, Leicester take on Burnley. In the Championship, there is also a game, Stoke City taking on Bristol City, which is live at 2 o'clock. There's also a game currently in Ligue 1 between Nice and PSG, with PSG being 2 goals up. Mbappe scoring a penalty and Di Maria scoring just before half-time to make it 2-0. Hibernian and Rangers are currently playing each other, and that game is 1-1, with Morelos equalising after Wright opened the scoring for Hibernian. Is there any other games in England? I don't think there's any more games, but we will have a look. Well, there's a game in League 1 at 3 o'clock. Rochdale will be taking on Portsmouth. That's due to Portsmouth being involved in the Carabao Cup on Thursday night. So they needed that rest. I've already burnt 880 calories today. That's not too bad, is it? Did you watch the Arsenal match? I did not watch the Arsenal match. I need to watch it. Like the highlights, I'll probably watch it on Match of the Day. I do always record the whole entire game just in case I want to watch the post-match reactions. So that's what I do. 2-1 Hibs. 2-1 Hibs. Yeah, I know it was 2-1. I did see a little bit of it. But no, mine says 2-1 all. Mine still says 1 all. This is half time at the moment. Or are you predicting 2-1? That game's on TV. Oh, of course, because this game's on BT. 4:03 it'll be on, won't it? Yeah, Arsenal, I feel like are going to do better than they did last season. For sure. They look a lot better. There's an advert currently on for somewhere I've applied for a job for those that are interested. Because I fancy working in a different role. Arsenal could make the top 4. Yeah, they could be that 4th team. I feel like the top 3 are going to write themselves in Liverpool, City and Chelsea. And I think the 4th is now up for grabs. My prediction. Right, okay. It'd be great to see Hibs win. They already won 2 trophies. I mean, the FA Cup was technically last season. And the Community Shield. Are we counting that as a trophy? Everyone wants to win it. But at the end of the day, if you were, you're on the Community Shield, you know, you'd be like, well, what the hell are you talking about? It's just the Community Shield. At the end of the season, if you're like, we were on the Community Shield, it's not all bad. They'll be like, you're having a laugh. Do you know what I mean? Top 5 Arsenal will get, I think. So you think they'll finish 5th, right? Both goals are quite similar. I did see the goal. I think it was Eddie Nketiah who got the winner, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. 4th or 5th, maybe. I see. Yeah, I'm expecting them to be around that sort of area. 4th between Arsenal, Everton, Wolves, and outside chance for Man United if they get Sancho. Man United should be in the top 4 though after how they finished last season. Feel free to follow my social media at Mike Talks Footy on Instagram and Twitter. Mike Talks Football on Twitch. And obviously subscribe if you haven't already as well. Leeds 6th or 7th. I don't think Leeds will be in the top 7. I feel like they're going to finish about 12. I feel like we're all getting a little bit carried away and we all need to take a step back. They haven't strengthened though, everyone else has. They have signed Van der Beek, but I do feel that he's not going to be the answer to their problems. Still they could sign some more players. Burnley top 10, that would be great for Burnley. Spurs, I'm not sure. Spurs are really hard to predict. It's not been great so far. Yeah, Van der Beek is a bench player. They paid a hell of a lot of money for him. I do feel that I do feel like he's an unnecessary signing, if that makes sense. They didn't need him. I really miss, you know, when a goal goes in and there's like a big roar from the crowd. And they're, yes. You know? But I really miss that. And I have the crowd noise as well, but it's just not the same. Not the same at all. I feel, I think Spurs will get 8th or 9th. They need depth for Champions League. Yeah, they do. But it does still feel a little unnecessary when they could be spending that money on, you know, somewhere else, like a left back or something like that. It does feel very, very unnecessary. That's just me. Just showing the highlights here. Southampton could be like 3-1 in front here. Yeah, need a C-bait. But they've signed Lindelof for a lot of money. They signed Harry Maguire for what is a world record for a defender, I think. It's not like they haven't invested in that position. It's just they've not signed the one that they need. Every team needs a defender, really. But I don't feel like Sancho is the answer. That fridge ain't worth 80 million. You're right. But if he'd gone to City, it might have been very, very good. And the difference, do you know what I mean? Are you doing any more live streams? I'm not sure if I'm doing any more today. Have a coach. City will have a coach that knows what he's doing. That's true. But sometimes he can't get a tune out of the players he has, and he needs to buy more players. So sometimes it doesn't always work out for Pep. Is this your first stream you've been in, Stephen, or have you been subscribed for a while? Interested to know. How did McTominay play 90 minutes yesterday? The managers seem to really rate him. They seem to really rate him. Really rate him. Like Mourinho loved him. Second one. Right, what was your first stream, dude? I watched the game last week. Interesting. I really do appreciate you tuning in. It's very good to see somebody so involved in the chat as well. What do you think? What country is the best football system? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean like the best like national team, or do you mean who has the best like setup? Because like for example, how many players come through the Spain academies and stuff? That's really interesting. Who equalised? It was Heung Min Son with the equaliser. So Ndombele won the ball and went past two players, put it out wide to Harry Kane, who hit it first time into the path of Son, who took a touch to take it out wide and slotted it past the goalkeeper. Really, really nice goal from Tottenham Hotspur to make it 1-1. There has been three, as you're aware, 3 goals that have been ruled out through offside and one for a handball. Can't believe Man City spent 41 million. They spent 41 million on. It's all about building. Sometimes you sign players on just to build a better squad, and I feel like Ake, because Ake as well. What you need to remember about Ake is he is homegrown as well, which is quite a big thing. So he is from obviously the Netherlands, but he went through the academy at Chelsea. Therefore, he's classed as a homegrown player from England. He's an English player, so that's one of the ideas why he might sign. I can't see Ake making much difference. I feel like he might be playing out at left back as well, so that is something that they could be considering. But he's not going to be the answer to their prayers. And Ndombele out to prove himself to Mourinho. Yes, definitely. I can't believe Man City spent 1 million on Ake, such a waste. It doesn't look like he will be the answer to their problems. However, people said similar about Van Dijk. Not to even compare them, but you know, he could really, really flourish under someone like Guardiola and become a lot better of a defender. Man City don't need to spend millions to win a title. They don't need to, but they need to spend millions to win all 4, which is their aim, right? So they need to have a better squad than everyone else. I see if English football system is at 20 levels. Is it good? It is good or not good? So yes, it is good because you have in the FA Cup, for example, tier 11 up to the Premier League can all be involved, or tier 10. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's tier 11. So they all play each other, and you know that's really, really good. And you can take a team, for example, Fleetwood Town, who currently play in League One, started in the 9th tier and now play in the 3rd tier League One. So that's really, really good. And there's so much England, and there's so many professional clubs, even in the non-league as well. So yeah, we have one of the best league systems in the world for sure. Torres looks a good signing as well. Definitely one for the future, but definitely could be very, very good. Definitely somebody I'm looking forward to seeing. If there are 4 trophies, if 4 trophies is their aim, then they're in for many years of disappointment. Is 4 trophies not the aim of every team in the top, really the top realms? Liverpool's aim should be to win all trophies, as is City's. You know, they don't want to disappoint in year, but they want to win as many trophies as they can. And if that's every trophy, then that's what they want. You can't just throw away trophies to try and win one trophy. I just don't see that. I'm just checking my arm because I had a flu jab and now it's all like, I got like a massive bruise underneath my skin. So I had the flu jab for whatever reason they thought I needed a flu jab for. But here we are. Thiago might go to Liverpool. He's already signed, Jeremy. Signed on Friday. Only Liverpool, City and Chelsea can legitimately say trophies is a viable aim. Liverpool, City, I can't see Chelsea saying 4 trophies just because if Chelsea were ahead in the league, I feel like they put all their baskets into the league and they'd scrap off particularly the English competitions and just go for the league. Teams like PSG, for example, would go for all their trophies in their league. Same with Barcelona and Real Madrid. It makes sense to try and win all the trophies. But yeah, it's not a viable option for everyone. Definitely, you're totally right. If City don't win the Premier League or Champions League, do you think Pep will leave? I think Pep will see out his contract. I don't think they'll sack him. Unless, even if they had a terrible season, I'm not sure they'd even sack him because they had a terrible season in his first season, remember? They finished 4th and they really, really invested and did well. Well, the EFL Cup is just a cup you accidentally win. No one goes all out for it. They do it like the end, don't they? Because even City will play Claudio Bravo up until like the semi-finals. Obviously, he's gone now, but play Claudio Bravo up until like the semi-finals, and then we'll play Edison from there. Oh, Exeter on the TV, the rugby team. Right, half-time is done. And second half will be underway any second now. So Ndombele has gone off. And Lo Celso has come on for the second half for Tottenham. Just going to go back to the lineups because I'm on the wrong screen. And second half is underway. Yeah, Tottenham scored for Son. Son scored for Tottenham. Harry Kane with the assist. Do you think Kepa starts today? Yeah, because it's only Willie, isn't it? So I'd imagine they'd still go with him. Why the hell is Aubameyang going to leave Arsenal? Maybe he was good at Arsenal. I leave Aubameyang. Aubameyang signed a new contract, so he ain't going anywhere. Gineppo. Armstrong. Che Adams straight at Lloris. Good chance for Southampton. Another chance for Southampton. Can't understand why he's brought off Ndombele for Lo Celso. Really can't understand that one. Tottenham look to go out wide, but Bertrand will clear this up and goes home to the goalkeeper. I can't weigh that one up. Maybe he's picked up a knock or something, but I know he's not really fancied by Mourinho. What are you drinking? It's apple squash. I know it looks a bit weird, but it is apple squash. Son's through! And it's 2-1. Heung Min Son has scored. Heung Min Son has made it 2-1. And Tottenham are ahead. They've come from 1-0 down to lead 2-1 in the space of a few minutes and then half time and then a few minutes and they're ahead. Very, very, very good. Very good finish. I think it's Lo Celso with the ball to Harry Kane. Harry Kane puts it through to Son. Son gets there ahead of Stevens and then puts it into the bottom corner. Lovely, lovely finish. And it is 2-1 to Southampton. To Spurs. I don't think Mourinho is a huge fan of Ndombele. He threw him under the bus last season. He sure did. I don't know why he doesn't like him. I feel like there was a player... There's definitely a very, very good player in there, but Mourinho wants different things to probably what Ndombele wants to do. I don't think Mourinho is a huge... Tottenham and Southampton are trash. Still early. Still early. Walker-Peters. They're just saying... The difference here is the finishing. Because 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals from Tottenham. 7. I think there's been 7 attempts for Southampton. 4 on target, 1 goal. So that's the difference. That's the difference in this game so far. My prediction is going down like a lead balloon. Yeah, I thought someone was in the army for his country, Republic of Korea. So what happened is, because South Korea won a Asian Cup, or some sort of Asian Cup, I can't remember which one it was, he only needed to do... he had to do 18 months, I think, of military service. However, because he won this tournament, he only had to do 6 weeks. So he's already been and done it. He did it during like the lockdown period. Is Bale coming on today? He's not involved today, Charlie. Here's Heung Min Son. He cuts it back. Oh, really good, really important touch by Bertrand. Now the flag's up. So yeah, I'm glad we don't have mandatory military service here. I think I'd be exempt. I don't think I'd have to do it, but it wouldn't be nice for like a lot of other people. So I'm glad it's not a thing here, just in case I wouldn't be exempt, but not sure. Kyle Walker-Peters. Jack Stevens. Jack, thanks so much for tuning in. Is Bale's loan deal an option to buy or even a loan to permanent? I think it's just a loan, Jack. I will have a look. Just says a loan. Ward-Prowse is shot straight at the keeper. We haven't had conscription. Yeah, I'm just glad it's not a thing because, like I say, I think I'd be exempt, but I wouldn't want to do that if I wasn't. Discussing the way he got treated at Real Madrid. Yeah, definitely, and I feel like he got his own back a little bit. What a start for Spurs. Yeah, really, really good for Spurs in the second half. But once again, Southampton are back on top. Ward-Prowse, Armstrong. Romeo loses the ball. And here comes Lucas Moura. That's crazy, Stephen. You know, glad it's not a thing now. I don't believe in that sort of thing. I'm very, very, very much a person who doesn't believe in any sort of violence whatsoever. And I just don't feel like, unless it's very much necessary, I don't think we should have an army. I don't understand it a lot, so don't. If you really believe in it, then, don't debate me on it, because I really don't understand it as much as probably you do. They need to buy him. He'll be back there is a year. I mean, if he does well, then he could sign him. Preaching to the choir, my friend. Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. Did VAR make the correct decision with the penalty and encroachment for Palace yesterday? So this is how I feel about it, Jack. They just go long here. Tottenham looking for Heung Min Son, and Stevens heads back to the goalkeeper. So this is how I feel. It was not a penalty for me. However, the rules sort of state that it is a penalty. So it should have been given. Once again, the referee had a look at the monitor, which we all wanted last season. We all wanted him to have a look at the monitor, and at least he's made the final decision. That's all we had last year. He goes and has a look at the monitor, makes the decision, and now we're all moaning about it. Can't understand that one. The encroachment, was he off the line? Yes. Is that something that's not allowed now? Yes. So he had to be retaken. Don't get mad at VAR. Get mad at the rules. Hannah, thanks so much for tuning back in. Why can't we all just get along? Yeah, I'm not one for like violence and stuff. Obviously, I just feel like we should all just be equal. We should all respect each other. Southampton never win. They haven't won this season. Who scored Southampton's second goal? Tottenham's second goal, sorry. It was Heung Min Son with his second goal. King of Chart, thanks so much for tuning in. Have you heard about Nelson Semedo to Wolves? I have vaguely heard about that. When's Bale's first game back? So I would imagine, I'm not sure. Somebody said he was injured, but I would imagine it wouldn't be for a couple of weeks. Have a look at their fixtures. So I'd imagine he would be registered for the next game, which is Newcastle at home on Sunday. So it might be involved for that one. I'm not sure. Somebody did mention he's in. I remember for red cards last season, Nketiah's red. Harry Kane has a go from way out, and it's miles away. I remember for red cards last season, how can you give a red card for a genuine attempt to play the ball even though the ref is looking at the screen? Yeah, exactly. You can't just have rules and then not go with the rules. The referee have to go with the rules. If you think don't have a go at the ref, have a go at the rules, which the refs just implement. So yeah, who scored 2 goals from Heung Min Son, and it was Danny Ings who opened the scoring for Southampton. Southampton versus Spurs, 2-3 to Tottenham. Newcastle versus Brighton, 2-0 to Brighton. So you think Brighton will go to St James's Park and win. And 3-2 to Chelsea. Stop wasting his time saying who scored. You can score, pin the match, and it will tell you who scored. Not wasting my time. There's probably refs out there who don't agree with the rules themselves. Yeah, definitely. They're just implementing what they're told, right? That's all they're doing. Danny Ings. Oh, Armstrong with a shot saved by the legs of Lloris. The flag is up because they're doing this thing where they wait until afterwards, which I wanted, so I'm not going to moan about it. So, Ndea has signed to Leicester. I did not know they were in for him. Very interesting. Thanks for telling me that. Are Southampton in a relegation fight? It's too early to tell. I expect them to be fine. Spartak Moscow increasingly confident they can agree a permanent deal for Tottenham for the permanent signing of right back Serge Aurier. That would be a very, very good signing for them. I'm on PC. I think 2-2. Leeds gave Liverpool a good match. Great match. One of the best matches so far this season. We've had some good ones though. We've had some really good ones. Last season, how hard must it be to continue despite the flag going up? I just feel like keeping the flag down, and if the goal goes in and we check, then at least the play has gone on. Because if the play is onside, miles onside, and the flag goes up and it's over, then we'll never know what happened afterwards. If that makes sense. 4-1 to Leicester, that'd be a great win for them. Leeds have scored 7 goals in 2 games. They've also conceded 7. No, they've conceded 7. So that's not great. That is a cause for concern just as much as scoring 7 is really, really good. Wolves are eyeing an ambitious move for Liverpool midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, according to the Sunday Mirror. That'd be a good sign, I think. I'm saying it as it is, right decision to wait until the phase of play ends. Yes, definitely. I really thank God that Messi didn't go to Man City. It'd be nice to see him in the Premier League though, wouldn't it? It'd be really nice to see him in the Premier League. I think it would be nice to see him in the Premier League, even if it was for City. Yeah, definitely the right decision. Oh, hang on. Gineppo's still going. Give it him. Gives it to him. Armstrong. Oh, he tries to curl it into the corner and it's out for a goal kick, but the flag's up. This is really doing my head in with these. Like if he's clearly offside, put the bloody flag up. Don't piss about with waiting. City are trending off thin ice with FFP already. I wouldn't worry about FFP, Stephen. Because when there's like any sort of legal battle, I always ask my girlfriend what she thinks. Because even though she's not like a lawyer yet, she's studying law at uni. So I always get to hear what she has to think. And she's right. Arsenal's bid to sign Lyon midfielder Houssem Aouar is under threat because the French club's president has warned at the start it will only be sold for 44 million. Surprised that no one else is going in for him. FFP doesn't work. FFP is a bit of a joke. Eric Lamela set to come on. He's getting his shirt on ready. Can you see the dog's ears here? You see his ears in the background. I don't know if you can see it very well, but up here, can you see like a dog here in the picture? It's my old dog, Bramble. Bertrand. Arsenal might not be able to sign a while. Potentially. You think Messi will ever come to the Premier League before he ever retires, or Ronaldo come back one last time before he retires? If he wants to go next season, Messi, he will come to England. Gineppo. Just saying about the schedule that Tottenham have. Southampton versus Tottenham, 3-2 to Tottenham. I think I've already read that one. We have defenders who are perfectly suited to ball watching rather than actually defending. How did you finish, Jack? I didn't actually see the result. So Tottenham's games coming up are Leyton Orient on Tuesday. Then they have Europa League on Thursday, and then they have Newcastle on Sunday. What kind of schedule is that? And then Saturday the 3rd they have Manchester United. So they have a bit of a gap between them, but I assume there's more qualifying. That's horrendous. Poor Tottenham. They've lost the case against City by forgetting one of their own rules. Listen, they have. Do you know how many lawyers went to that case for City? 50. They took 50 lawyers. They're not going to lose. They got 50 lawyers. Messi might as well just stay at Barcelona until he retires. Now he is a Barca legend and is loved by the fans. Also, clubs in England might not want him because of his age. It's Messi though. How does it feel to be on top of the league? Nick, thanks so much for tuning in. Barcelona failed in an attempt to sign Max Aarons. I did see that. I did see that. That was very, very strange. Bolton lost 2-0 to Colchester. It's not good, is it? Bolton are going down, Jack. Luckily, Southampton decided that they want one of those relegation spots. Ipswich is top of the league. Very well done, Nick. If any English club will pay his wages, City will pay his wages. Messi should retire at that Argentina club he started at. Why? He might well do, but doesn't necessarily need to, does he? Don't understand why he should. Kyle Walker-Peters. Yeah, Newell Old Boys. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. There's a fan who thinks Sol Campbell will do a better job. I don't feel that he would, but it's early days. Spurs have lots of games around Boxing Day, including Wolves. Their schedule's just going to be ridiculous, especially if they're in Europa League and they go far in the Carabao Cup. It's going to be a nightmare season. If I was a City fan, I'd rather have Sancho than Messi purely based on age. But I don't think Sancho would want to come back to City. Aston Villa announced the signing of Bertrand Traore. I did see that. Very, very nice signing. He was really highly rated when he was at Chelsea. Disagree. Don't think City could afford those wages. Adam's shot just wide. I think he gets a touch. Nothing given by the referee. They probably could afford his wages. Whether they would or not, I have no idea. Money could be better spent elsewhere. But you have to factor in that they're not. That potentially next season they could get him for a free transfer. So if so that means that they would be able to spend the money they would have spent on the free transfer on his wages. Newcastle won the championship not the first 2 games. Blackburn did the same in League One and Barrow did the same. Son's in. Can he get his hat-trick? He can get his hat-trick. 3-1 to Tottenham. Heung Min Son. Hat-trick for Heung Min Son. Tottenham have demolishing Southampton in the second half. Southampton look all at sea. Mourinho looking on like someone's just killed someone. He doesn't look very interested at all. Starts at the back with Davinson Sanchez. Plays it forward. Harry Kane takes a touch and just plays it in. Heung Min Son has so much space. Is that Kyle Walker-Peters? Just totally lets him go. And then he runs into the box and puts it in. And it's 3-1 to Tottenham. So many goals in these opening couple of rounds. It's interesting. It's a hat-trick for Tottenham Hotspur player Heung Min Son. Yeah, still early days, Jack. Definitely. Congrats on. Thank you so much. I hit 4,600 yesterday. So I was pleased with that. Spartak. Yeah, I did see they made some inquiries about Sergio Aurier. 3 hat-tricks this season. Defense. What's that? It's crazy. It's great for the spectator, especially with fans not in the stadium. Agent Walker-Peters. Southampton are in the relegation zone at the moment. It's early days, but it's poor. It is poor. You get a PS5 or Xbox if you're a gamer. So I'm not really much of a gamer. However, my girlfriend is a massive gamer. She's really into gaming, so she probably plays some of the games that you know and like. But yeah, she wants the PS5. She has an Xbox One at the moment. But yeah, she's highly into gaming. If anyone knows who this is, let me know. I don't know what you don't know about this, but Tottenham's just got another goal. Yes, 3-1. Major ice stock on 1,000 subs. First Salah hat-trick, now Son hat-trick this season. Yeah, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So you ain't going to play a bit of FIFA 21. So if I played FIFA 21, I'd play it on my computer, just because it'd be easier to stream it on my channel and stuff, on Twitch. So if I got FIFA 21, which I might, it would be on PC, be on Origin. Incidents like yesterday between Mike Dean and Simon Bilic is a good thing about games behind closed doors, so we can actually hear what's being said. That's very true. Does your girlfriend play FIFA? No, she doesn't play FIFA. She plays things like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed. She plays. At the moment, she's playing Animal Crossing on the Switch. But yeah, she plays those kind of games. How many hat-tricks are going to be on the opening week? It's going to go nuts. I'm starting to think Danny Ings might grab one. I'm on 41 subs. That's really good. I played FIFA 21 beta. That's really cool. I got FIFA 19, but I haven't got the 20. I've not ordered 21 or anything. I always play Football Manager. How many subs would you have if every channel's subbed your channel? Don't know. You would have 30. Apparently, there's 31 million YouTube channels. Right? So if there's only 31 million, it doesn't really match up. does it? But obviously there's people without channels that just have user accounts like and dislike stuff. So yeah, 31 million channels apparently, including me. What happened to Ozil? I don't know what's happening with Ozil. No one seems to fancy him at all. If you look on the FNG channel, he found a way to look at the new FIFA 21. By the look of it, it looks awful. Take a look at the video. I will check that out. Do you think Jimenez has had a hat-trick for Wolves? I don't think he'll score a hat-trick against City, but you never know. Teller has come on for Armstrong. PewDiePie has 106 million. Yeah. I could do a few of those. Give me a couple of million of those. Sure, I won't mind. How many of those channels are not used now? No idea. So have a look. FNG. FNG. Right. Right. Okay. I see. Oh, somebody I know has only got one person watching their stream, which I could tune in, but I'm literally live. One of those 31 million includes me. Yes. Here's Heung Min Son and Kyle Walker-Peters. But once again, Son is finding so much room out on that right-hand or left-hand side. Have you planned on coming back to your YouTube channel, Jack? Jack used to upload Bolton vlogs and Bolton news as well as some other news around football. And me, yeah, Nick as well. How'd you get moderator? So I usually give moderator to people who's been around the channel for a long time. So Jack has been subscribed to me, I think, when I have had about 400 subs, something like that. So that was a few years ago. So he's been around for a long time. My friend Theo is a moderator as well. He doesn't pop into the streams too often, but he's a moderator just because he is a good friend of mine. And he used to have a channel as well, and now he's got a new channel, but he hasn't uploaded for a while. But yeah, he's a moderator. Rich is a moderator as well. Rich has been on the channel for a long time, as is Nick. Teller with a shot wide. No. Theo's just someone else. They both share the same name. I think I experienced you growing subs exponentially. Yeah, literally. Because I had a spell where I gained 700 in 1 month. But because I've had such a up and down time with YouTube, it's not worked out. But I'm hoping that I can gain more subs as I grow, because I'm really going to put my... Son's through again here. Can he score again? Oh, it's absolutely terrible. Well wide. But the flag's up. So moderators, Jeremy, are the people with a spanner and their names are in blue. Do you like and watch any other sport or football, or just football? So I watch cricket from time to time. My dad's a massive cricket fan. And I used to watch a little bit of baseball as well, because my girlfriend was into baseball. Am I close to moderator? Potentially. It literally, if just say we exploded and we had 500 people watching, then I'd have to make a decision on who I'd have to give moderating, and it would be people I know who watch the streams a lot, but also who are in the chat at the moment. Am I close to moderator? You've not been on the channel for too long, so I'd say no. Recent videos are really fake, to be fair. Yeah, so his video, obviously I don't know, and I don't want his fans to come on over, but I think what it's like, there's a YouTuber in particular. I don't watch Thogson All. I'm not even subscribed to him. So sometimes it's a little bit like, one thing that really annoys me is, and Son's through again, and it's 4-1. It is Heung Min Son. Harry Kane with the ball in, I think, again. And it's 4-1. Heung Min Son. What a game he's having. Southampton are falling apart here. Son's 4th goal. He's got every goal. Højbjerg to Harry Kane. Harry Kane puts it out wide. And once again, it's Kyle Walker-Peters. And Heung Min Son has so much space. 4-1. Yeah, one thing that annoys me is when his dad's there as well, and they're talking like this, right? And they're like, "No way!" Like you just be like, "No way!" When you wouldn't like talk to the camera constantly. That's so weird. Golden boot race is on. It sure is. This is absolutely brilliant from Heung Min Son. I swear I've gained like 50 subs since uploaded. Not uploaded. That's good, dude. But I don't upload, I lose loads. I've heard Tottenham's man of the match is Kyle Walker-Peters. Yeah. I don't understand what's going on. Just Walker-Peters, I think it's Stevens the other side. They just have so much room between them. It's absolutely terrible at the back. Heung Min Son's through again. And again. Still going. And he passes to Lamela. Shot is very, very weak. Walker-Peters there. Brilliant from Walker-Peters. I wonder if it's just me who thinks he's doing badly. Check on whose score. Which I never used to. Okay, I've typed in the wrong address. Oh, it's who scored. Right, it's who scored. Kyle Walker's got 7.3. He's done an assist. Oh, right. I'm starting to think I don't know anything about football. Stevens is not doing very well either. Stevens is also a problem. It's just down that left-hand side they're really struggling. And Lamela. Harry Kane. On your bike. Now looking for Lamela. Lamela's through. Brilliant ball. And McCarthy is there. Bro, are you... Watch cricket. What is English people think cricket? So cricket is really mainly played by the more posher people, as football's more of a sport that everyone plays. But yeah, cricket is really well liked here. It's probably the 2nd or 3rd biggest sport in the country, but football by far ahead, and rugby a close 2nd, I would say. Yeah, rugby 2nd, and then cricket 3rd. Scotland cricket. I do like Thog Dad's pranks. So I don't watch it at all. I just know that when they talk next to each other, but they talk to the camera like this, and they don't never look at each other. They just talk like this all the time. Not that I have any problem with that. They can do whatever they want. It's their channel. There's one person I don't like, who I like as a person. He's great, and I like to hear his opinion, but he clicks bait to holy hell. And it's like, I'll hear like I could put like a tweet like, Kyle Walker-Peters signing for Man City, and then the next minute he'd have a video up being like, so the latest news is Man City are set to sign Kyle Walker-Peters, and it's like, you can't just take the word of some idiot off Twitter. This is the year Man City win all 38 games in a row and win the league. That would be very, very, very much a very impossible thing. Impossible to win all 38 games. I'm not saying who it is. Lo Celso and Stevens wins the ball back. You do an impression of Fogden was the definition of a Death Stare. And literally, it's like, that's literally what he does. I don't know why. Who was subbed to me? Is it you, Mike? I don't think I subbed, but I did like the video. Yeah, I'm not saying who it is, but I'm sure some of you will be able to work out who it is. And like I say, I love listening to him, and I really like his opinion, I really like his content, but sometimes it does feel like he just... This particular person does... It's not Morgs, no, I mean a football content creator. It does sometimes feel like he just... Like I say, I've got no problem with him. I really like hearing his opinion. I just can't understand it. Mark Goldbridge. I don't think Mark Goldbridge is as bad as this particular person. I shouldn't have said anything because you're all going to be speculating on who I'm talking about. Come to live chat in Indian Super League matches today. Today's match is DC versus KLP. I'm not a massive fan. His camera impressions is like a photo of how somebody would be for their photo, for their work or college badge around their neck. Not sure what you mean by that. Godbridge is such a legend. I like the United stand, and I am a United fan. I like the United stand as well. I prefer it to the full-time Devils or the Stretford Paddock. Is that what it's called now? Much prefer the United stand. Mr. DT. I don't watch. I think I'm subscribed to him on my personal account, but I don't actually watch him. Troops I'm also subscribed to, but I don't watch. I watched AFTV the other day, and they scored. Yes, last night they scored, and there was no sort of like social distancing, which I suppose they were all at work. They were shaking hands and stuff, which you know is currently a no-go. Not sure what I said. I mean, like a teacher's badge around their neck. That's at certain parts of the building without a badge can't. Oh, you mean like a yeah, I know what you mean. Ten minutes to go until the end of the game. So Shane Long is counting on. I think AFC TV has been going down hoots recently. Claude gone and Troops gone. I think it's had its time now. It's the pink boots, Marcus. I remember that. That was Man United versus Derby. I really like the Football Terrace. Terry, I really like to listen to what he's saying. I know you'll be tired after this game, but can you please do a stream for Newcastle versus Brighton as well? Please, it would mean a lot. So Long on for Adams. Corner kick to Southampton. I remember us beating Derby the game afterwards, which Man United couldn't do. Yeah, I just remember that reaction and it was funny. Assuming to penalties, I was like, Man United are definitely winning this. Ball comes in, headed away. Man United can't be Crystal Palace. Not for the first time. Corner ball comes back in from Ward-Prowse. Here comes Højbjerg. Son's on his way! Son! Can he make it 5? Oh, he's covered by defenders now. At least Phil Jones stepped up. And I feel like that's something we should say. At least he stepped up. Lamella off the post, and Harry Kane has made it 5-1. Football Terrace. I'm not saying who it is, and it might not be the Football Terrace, but and I've got no problem with any of the people I've mentioned. I just be honest. It's just I just feel like sometimes it can be a little bit misleading. I understand that some newspapers are talking about it and some journalists, which is okay, I guess, but Twitter accounts can't understand. But like I say, I really like his content and I do watch him fairly regularly and I think he does seem quite a nice person as well. Are we talking about how dead the Manc channels are, fan channels are? Well, the Full-Time Devils has closed down and rebranded, which is interesting. I don't want Hassan Hutel as England manager anymore. Despite Southampton being crap, at least Danny Ings gave me FPL points. Yes, there's some FT accounts who are obsessed. Expressions going mad. I think I'm subscribed to Expressions. Very interesting person. Very, very funny. Very funny to watch. How many has Son scored? So Son has scored 4 and Harry Kane has made it 5-1. Don't know anything about expressions. He's a Tottenham fan and he reminds me a little bit of Troops, the way he's like talks. Ward-Prowse's ball in and long with the header wide. Do you know like Lee Chappie from the Vardy look-alike? I don't know anything about him really. I've never watched his channel, but I know he has a channel and I know who he is because of obviously the look-alike. I think Son has a great season. Yeah, he's had a great he's had a great start to the season with this game. Bergwijn is coming on for Harry Kane. Harry Kane, how many assists has he? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 assists, 1 goal, and he's also had a goal or 2 disallowed. Really, really good from Harry Kane. All right, Jaden, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you again. Saints will get thrashed and play well for the rest like last season. I don't think Southampton fans want Hasenhüttl out because of look what happened after the 9-0 game. Yeah, exactly. It'd be crazy to do anything after 2 games of the season. Imagine having Kane and Son in your FPL team. Yeah, amazing. Really, really well done by them this game. I think Hasenhüttl will have to change things up though. Yeah, absolutely. You can't stick with this team. But they've lost the opening 3 games. Forget to say this earlier, but VAR going against Man United yesterday was a taste of their own medicine after some decisions. Yeah, potentially. I hope Chelsea and Liverpool is a 9-goal thriller or something so Salah can bag 4 goals. I hope Chelsea win. Yeah, it was really surprising that they lost to Brentford. Free kick, Ward-Prowse straight at Lloris. I wonder how many views we've had. Is there a way of finding out? Yeah, I just said it's never updated properly. Didn't Southampton beat Swansea 7-1 as well? Yeah, they did in the friendly. Son has me lots of points from triple cap. I don't know what triple cap is. Both Liverpool and Chelsea go into this game after poor wins. Liverpool haven't played good since we beat Palace 4-0. Watch Chelsea versus Liverpool be a 0-0 now. I don't know. I don't know how it will go. I really don't. All right, I see. Triple cap from FPL. Triple captain. I think it is cleared to see that Southampton are aiming very high, but with results like this, they can't, and they should have kept Puel. Not sure they should have kept Puel. Definitely not. Gineppo. Danny Ings. Leicester versus Burnley is on the BBC today. Yes. Yes, so you can all see that. What a start to the Premier League season. Goals galore. It sure has. Peter Plays, thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. Well struggle Leicester compared to what Rodgers did. He got them to 7th in the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, but it's always crap. So, when you're 7th and your football's crap, it's bad. Bergwijn. Should I do a stream for Newcastle versus Brighton, do you think? 4 assists, 1 goal of Harry Kane, 4 goals of Heung Min Son. I think they're going to give a penalty here. Oh, hang on. There's a penalty. There's a screen time for the VAR for a potential handball for Southampton by Matt Doherty. We do. I'll watch it. No, too dull. Yes. Aubameyang will be annoyed. He didn't bag yesterday knowing silent Calvert-Lewin got a hat-trick. Salah is still to play. Let's have a look. It does touch his hand. It does touch. Penalty, I think. I think it's going to give a penalty. Yeah, penalty. I'm just going to... so it's a penalty for Southampton for a handball by Doherty. Thing is going nuts here. Jermaine Genus. Or Genus. Don't know how I pronounce that. Just getting the thumbnail ready for later. So it's going to be Danny Ings to take. God, he's really, really annoyed. Really annoyed. It's rare for refs to look at the screen, not change their decision. Danny Ings scores. (5-2). What a game. Another 7 goals. Crazy start to the season. Crazy start to the season. And Jermaine Genius isn't going to be able to sleep at night because how has this been given? He's angry. He's so annoyed. I think he might file an official complaint. He's really, really annoyed. Crazy start to the season. Fourth game out of 14 with 7 goals. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've never known a start to the season like it. More FBL points to get in. 4 minutes to score 3 goals. So we're almost at full time. I'm just making the thumbnail for the next game. So I didn't think I was going to do 2. Who should be on the thumbnail? Let me know. Neil Maupay? Maupay or Adam Lallana? What are you thinking? I think it will be for Newcastle. I'll have Callum Wilson. I think. It'll be Callum Wilson. I think I'll have Callum Wilson. Maupay. Yeah, okay, Maupay we'll go with. Free kick to Southampton. Gineppo fear. So the thumbnail's made. Sorry, I've been not paying attention. So yeah, we've only got a few more minutes left of this. Only a minute left. Brilliant performance by Tottenham, coming back from 1-0 down to win 5-2. 4 goals from Son, 4 assists from Harry Kane, 1 goal from Harry Kane. It's been absolutely brilliant. So feel free to stay in the chat if you follow this link. So if you follow this link, it will take you to my next stream and all my streams. And you'll be able to know when my next stream is and things like that. I will... Oh, shot from Lo Celso and it's blocked and it's behind for a corner. So follow that link. That will be a link to all of my streams. So feel free to get involved and be waiting. That would be really, really nice as well. I'll probably be a few minutes just to let the dog out and get a drink and then I'll be back on. I can't press it. Should be able to press. I can press it. It goes to the stream. Right, full time. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Leave a like and subscribe, of course, if you are new. And I'll be back later. And I'll be back again. So if you don't know, just put your notifications on, and then I'll be on. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all again.